The buyout is expected to be discussed at Monday night's county commissioners meeting. Metro police say that the suspect isn't your typical armed robber. The crimes weren't quick and quiet. Rather, they say the robber came in guns blazing and he wasn't afraid to show his face. A murder trial is set to begin Monday for one of 3 suspects accused of killing a woman and her boyfriend in Carmel. The stores also hope the promotion encourages new customers to come in, check out the merchandise, and spend even a little more than $20. So that sales for this month go out with a bang. And 24-hour News 8's Phil Sanchez is live in Brownsburg with the latest. Phil. Yep, all of that screaming, the rooftop shouting continues in Iran, but the streets are mostly quiet in the capital following days of protests in the disputed presidential election. Coming up in about 10 minutes, we'll have the latest on the violence and the election. Work continues at the State House today. The special session will come to an end tomorrow. An Indianapolis family is mourning the loss of a soldier who died while serving in Iraq. The Department of Defense says Army Specialist Chancellor Kiesling died Friday from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. While the military says his death remains under investigation, we spoke to Kiesling's parents, who say they hope his story will help the Army better educate soldiers about suicide prevention. Kiesling's mother, Janet, runs an organization for the needy called Keys to Work. She hopes to use all donations to help a homeless woman named Mary Ann get a new home in Kiesling's honor. And just a heads up, you might not get your unemployment checks for a few days because of a glitch on the Department of Workforce Development's website. A spokesperson says the website was down for about 3 hours Sunday afternoon, so if you signed up after 7 o'clock for your check, it will now be available tomorrow. The department is looking at what caused the glitch. Eric, Greenwood police were first tipped off to the alleged abuse when the mother brought her 4-year-old son to the hospital with severe head injuries. When police questioned her about it, she denied any abuse in the home, but she later admitted that both she and her boyfriend abused at least 2 children. Greenwood police say this home was the setting for a disturbing 17-month cycle of child abuse.
I've never seen before where
the Johnson County prosecutor says Jesse Pacheco and his girlfriend Jessica Arrowwood would regularly abuse at least 2 of her children whenever they were mad at each other. Pacheco is behind bars for beating Arrowwood's 4-year-old son into a coma. Arrowwood is now arrested for severely beating her 5-year-old daughter Aaliyah.
Aaliyah was Pacheco's favorite, and she would beat her to get back at him, and so she, pick the little girl up by her hair off the floor and then choke her and throw her around the room.
In the probable cause affidavit, there are numerous troubling details of how Arrowwood mistreated her daughter. Police say the last time Arrowwood strangled her daughter was the day before Pacheco beat the 4-year-old within inches of his life. Court records detail the incident, saying Aaliyah stopped screaming and turned blue when Jessica began choking her. Jessica then threw Aaliyah across the room. Police say Arrowwood also hit her 4-year-old son, Raymond. Investigators believe abuse against the boy could have been caught before he was hospitalized. Court documents show the daycare center he went to saw the marks on Raymond and told Jessica they wouldn't report it this time. We asked Kidco Childcare Inc. why. An employee at this daycare noticed abuse, and instead of reporting it as you are legally required, you issued a warning to the parents and sent the abused child home. Why did your daycare do that?
No, we did not do that.
Then a change of tune.
The police were in on this, CPS was in on this, all of that. Everything was done.
No, nothing was done.
Yes, everything was done.
Greenwood police say nothing was done.
I'm not arguing with you. Out, out.
Greenwood police say they will be investigating the daycare. Pacheco and Arrowwood are both in jail tonight on battery and neglect charges. Arrowwood is also facing strangulation charges. The children are with Child Protective Services, and police are investigating whether the 2 other children were also being abused. The 4-year-old that was severely beaten in the head is still at Riley Hospital in critical but stable condition. Reporting live in Greenwood, Liza Danver, 24-hour News 8. Well, Karen, when most of us drive up to an ATM or even a gas pump, we don't even think twice about using plastic, but now a lot of police are worrying that doing so could be compromising your account. This is the guy Hamilton County cops are looking for. They say he made a fake credit card using someone else's information. He's accused of spending thousands of dollars on electronics at Fry's on 96th Street and this Best Buy in Carmel.
I had heard of it before, but I never thought that it would happen, obviously, to me.
Police say the suspect stole Lisa's credit card information using one of these, a credit card skimmer. And it's not just happening in Hamilton County. Police say the crime is growing more prevalent across central Indiana as access to the necessary technology gets easier.
The skimmer traps the code on that card. They'll come back, retrieve it, download it to a computer, use an encoder, and create their own credit card that they can use.
Police say these skimmers are pretty hard to detect. Lisa thought she was scanning her card to get gas just like any other time. Little did she know someone was stealing her information.
Very violated, very, a little frightened. I thought if it can happen, to me, it can happen to anyone.
Lisa says the suspect's spending spree caused her bank to raise a red flag, and until she heard from them, Lisa says she had no idea her information was even stolen.
Having the card in my possession was a little bit more of a shock. Having it taken, I could be a little more, okay, that's bad enough. But the fact that I had the card in my possession, quite frightening.
All right, so how can you protect yourself? Well, police tell me, let's take this ATM, for example. Now, if there was an extended device sticking out from this slot, they say you should wiggle it, and if it comes off, then that most likely is someone trying to steal your credit card identity. And of course, if you have any information on this suspect, be sure to call Crime Stoppers at 262-TIPS. Reporting live downtown, Liza Danver, 24-Hour News 8. The pizza business hasn't changed much over the years.
No, that's a more.
Save the cost to deliver. High gas prices have made a dent in drivers' pockets for about the past year. Like many pizza places, Hotbox charges a nominal delivery fee. So to offset the rising cost of fuel, they looked outside the box.
We wanted to certainly be fair to our customers and not charge a ridiculous amount for delivery charges, and we started exploring what are some different ways that we could deliver pizza.
To save on high gas prices and to make sure that they didn't have to pass on that cost to consumers, Hotbox decided to buy this, a smart car that gets 50 miles to the gallon.
And this was just a great fit for us.
And despite its small size, the new delivery car can handle even the biggest orders.
We can fit up to 15 large pizzas. Order as many toppings as you want, it'll take them.
This is the car's first day on the job, and Hotbox plans to put it to work. It'll be used during every shift to deliver the right cup, napkin, and sack in the right car. Liza Danver, 24-Hour News 8. Truck carrying fireworks exploded on North Carolina today, killing 2 people and hurting 3 others. It happened as they set up for the July 4th celebration. Witnesses described hearing an incredibly loud boom, and the smoke could be seen for miles. A dockmaster said it looked like 40 minutes worth of fireworks went off in 4 seconds. Authorities say the 3 crew members who survived are in critical condition. The ATF and other authorities are on the scene beginning their investigation into what happened. The island is only accessible by boat and ferry. From the grip of rural poverty to the Super Bowl, Steve McNair seemed to embody the great American sports story. This afternoon, officers found the body of the former NFL quarterback inside a Nashville home, along with an unidentified female. McNair spent the majority of his career playing for Nashville's Tennessee Titans. As CNN correspondent Rick Vincent explains, so far police have not said anything as far as the circumstances surrounding McNair's and the woman's death. Metro Police are also looking for answers in the death of a 48-year-old man on Campbell Avenue. Investigators say a newspaper delivery person found the body of Stephen McLeod Friday. Police say someone shot him. McLeod lived about a block away from where he was found. South Korea says North Korea has fired a 4th missile from its eastern coast. The Joint Chiefs of Staff says 3 missiles were fired early today and the 4th around noon. The launches come 2 days after North Korea fired 4 short-range missiles. A heavy sandstorm blanketed Baghdad today. It forced flight cancellations and sent residents with breathing problems to the hospital. Visibility was low and many people on the streets were wearing surgical masks. Doctors at Baghdad hospitals were treating those who came in complaining of short shortness of breath, and other problems. Sandstorms, however, are not unusual in Baghdad. It's not raining right there, but we should mention the fireworks tonight canceled until tomorrow night.
Same time, same place.
Same time, same place, much better weather.
Excellent.
Much
So
better
it's kind
weather.
of working out.
Yes.
Yeah.
7 of the last 9 Wimbledon titles, guys, belong to a Williams sister.
Wow, can you
Just keeping
imagine
it in the
their
family,
mantle?
huh?
I know, their mantle must be
Incredible.
packed.
Must be nice, huh?
It's fantastic for them.
You know, people were actually fighting over some of the dogs, Daniel said.
Oh,
He was there.
that's nice
They
to
were
hear.
literally
Wow.
fighting
Kind of
over
nice
some
to
of
hear,
the
I guess.